Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Again, welcome to Midvale Speedway for the 2012 season championships. Midvale Speedway, double points, coming to green off of turn 4. We are underway and racing. Green is out for this night of racing action at Midvale Speedway. And for the second position, Alex Rosenberry on the inside of Rich Desecker, leading Doug McMillan. McMillan in the lead. Battle for second on back. The number 2 of Rosenberry into the position. A rookie in the division this season takes over the runner-up spot. In third, the 21 of Desecker. Battle for fourth as Smith runs the inside lane. Smith looks to the inside of Desecker, who will close the door. Smith hard on the binders. He and Ritter race for the number 4 position as Desecker closed the door on Smith in turn 1. We complete lap 3. 3 and 5 to go. Smith up into the number 4 spot. Rick Sibla trying to get up there as well, but Ritter still running the outside lane. Ritter sideways as he goes into the corner, and we're halfway this time. We've completed 4. There are 4 laps remaining, and it's the number 54 car of Doug McMillan leading the way. Second place is Rosenberry. He's there. He looks to the outside in turn 4. Side by side, 4th, 5th, and 6th, and Sibla, as well as the 12 of Smith, get together in the second corner, and it brings out the yellow. Here we go, turn 4. Green flag is back out at Midvale Speedway. Good start for the number 2 of Rosenberry, trying to make the outside lane work. Pushes up a little bit over in corner number 2. Here's the 54 of McMillan, a half car length lead into turn 3. Tedesco and Desecker battle for 5th and 4th, and trouble on the front stretch. Trouble on the front stretch. The 21 of Desecker closed the door on the number 70 of Tedesco. Tedesco was on the outside of Desecker. Desecker obviously didn't know it. He turned right, came up into the lane of Tedesco. The two got together. Tedesco nowhere to go, and fortunately for Sibla, the point leader, he's able to make it through. Ritter, unfortunate, damage to the front end of his car.
Little extracurricular activity on the front straightaway, Adam.
Six laps complete, 2 laps to go. 28 car of Ritter's going to be parked for the rest of the evening. Bad break for the 70 car of Tedesco. And Desecker much the same in the 21. Sure, Desecker didn't mean for that to happen, obviously not wanting to tear up the car, but he came off of turn 4 and went towards the high lane where the 70 car of Tedesco already had put his ride, and he just got that 70 car clipped. Just got it back for practice last night. As we go green, coming off of turn number 4, back to action in this fast late model heat. Side by side, coming off of turn number 2, Rosenberry and the number 2 car pulling out a nose ahead of the number 54 car. And we come to the white flag. 1 lap to go. And the battle for important 2 points right there in that 3rd spot. Whoever finishes ahead is going to pick up 2 points, whether it's Sibla or whether it's Smith. Right now, Smith the advantage, heading through 3 and 4. Coming to the line, McMillan Wow, this is close at the line. I think Smith might have hung on. The three other late models at the finish of our fast heat. Pulling to the line from New Philadelphia, Doug McMillan. Ed Middaugh into the lead. Huffman drops into the second spot. Middaugh with a 2-car length advantage on Huffman coming off of the second turn. Huffman fighting back into the third turn. Into turn 4 they race. The 62 of Sibla coming to the inside. Sibla on the inside lane. Huffman on the outside lane for the number 2 position. For the 4th spot, the 0 of Riddle on the inside lane. The 18 car of Willison on the outside. Schneiderdow will pick up the 5th position. 22 car of Mike Miller using this as a hot lap session, running around at the back of the field. Your leader is Ed Middaugh, the 64 car. Middaugh leading the way. We've completed the first 4 circuits, 4 laps to go. Middaugh leading down into the third turn. Sibla running second, Huffman running in the number 3 position, while 4th place competitor George Riddle tries to hold on to the spot with the 17 car of Schneider running 5th. Single file formation throughout the field, front to back. 3 laps to go in this late model second heat race. Tim Sibla looking outside the number 90 car of Huffman, and there goes Mike Miller pit side, just getting his car ready for the feature later tonight. White flag is out, 1 more lap to go, and Huffman nearly spins coming off of the 4th corner. Here comes Riddle to the outside lane. George Riddle on the outside of Emerson Huffman, coming to the checkered off of turn number 4 as Middaugh claims the victory. 2nd spot goes to Tim Sibla, 3rd to Huffman, 4th to Riddle. In the Ricks West Park, Peters Farm and Baker Electric, number 64 from Massillon, Ohio, your winner, Ed Middaugh. To the green, 8-lap heat race, number 3 for the late model division. McCallicker and Page, bring them in. Molnar on the inside lane. Oh, trouble on the backstretch. Around goes the number 47 of McCallicker. He goes through the car wash down in turn number 3, and yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out, the 47 of McCallicker going through the car wash. Yellow flag is out, the 47 of McCallicker going through the car wash. It will be a complete restart. It was a wild opening start. In fact, the 46 of Joe Slintz came extremely close to the turn 1 wall. He was on the outside of a 3-wide battle down in the first corner, and Slintz was able to lock it down just in time to stay off the wall. Down on the speed arm. Roving it out through here at Midvale Speedway. And Chris, looks like they're locked up a bit, huh?
Yeah, locked up a little bit over here. Looks like nobody really has any damage.
Down the back straightaway they go into the third turn. The 48 car of Molnar leading the way. Baker running second and Page running third. Molnar in the 48 car picked up a heat race win a week ago. It was the third heat race last Saturday night, right before we had to delay and eventually cancel because of the rain. Kirkpatrick for the third position on the inside of Jesse Page. 3 laps in and 5 to go for the 48 car of Molnar. And around goes McCallicker. McCallicker spins, will keep on rolling, leading the way. The 48 car of Molnar across the stripe. Baker running in the second position. Kirkpatrick running third. They close on the 46 car of Slintz on the backstretch. They drop to the bottom as Slintz moves over for the leaders. And it is 5 in and 3 to go for the 48 of Molnar. Larry Baker is there in the number 2 position. White flag coming off of turn 4. One more lap to go, and around goes Page in the 0-2. Yellow flag is out. Caution is out as we are 6 laps in, 2 to go for Molnar. Larry Baker, who's running second. White flag coming this time, 1 to go for Gene Molnar Jr. in the 48 car. Baker in the second spot. Robinson running third. And the 46 of Slintz in the number 4 spot as they come to checkered, and Molnar wins the third heat again. Second to Baker. Third spot to Robinson. And Slintz in the 46 will finish fourth. In the Ken's Auto Service Center, United Salvage Company, E&E Recycling and Channel Fabricating, number 48 from Akron, Ohio, your winner, Gene Molnar Jr. And point leader, Randy Smart, starts 7th. Randy Smart in that Adam Myers Podiatry, Kurt Guerin MD, Shook Auto, Maslin Machine, and Andy Miller Podiatry cars. We're going to have a caution flag, yellow flag for a complete restart. Not a good start over in turn 4, so we'll try this one again. Once again, we'll give it a try. Jason Neely looks him over, and we're off and racing. Great restart down in turn 4. Into the first turn we go. Westlake on the inside, back in action this week. Wasn't here last week before the rain out. He takes the field down into turn 3. Glenn Jewell drives it hard off into the corner. And for the second position, Doug Meyer. Meyer gets to the inside of Glenn Jewell down in turns 1 and 2. Jewell's going to be able to hold him off, can close the door if he so chooses. Jewell has not closed the door quite yet on the number 2 position, and that allows Meyer back to the inside. Jewell again, this time will close the door heading into the first turn. Glenn Jewell running second, Meyer running third. 4th spot, the 28 car of Archer, and running 5th, the 00 of Ripley. Smart pretty much has the points battle locked up for the 2012 season. Make sure to keep it clean here in the heat race and start the feature, and he can run pretty much all out in the feature race later tonight. Westlake leads halfway this time. 4 laps in, 4 to go for Bill Westlake. Glenn Jewell looking to the inside, and now Archer for third. Scott Archer from Canton, Ohio on the inside of Doug Meyer. Kevin McClintock running well in the number 5 position. He'll get a run to the inside of Meyer for the 4th spot. And Ripley drops back into the final running position, and into the infield goes Glenn Jewell, and dirt kicked out on the raceway. Your leader, Bill Westlake. And the number 12 of Jewell, bring him in. Westlake into the lead by half a car length. Jewell will not be able to get to the bottom this time. Here comes the 31 car of Doug Meyer to the inside lane. Meyer and McClintock for third. Up the banking goes Jewell. And Doug Meyer takes over second. A little over a lap and a half to go for Bill Westlake, the driver from Steubenville, protecting the bottom groove as Meyer and Jewell race for the number 2 spot. White flag waving, 1 to go for the 51 of Bill Westlake. And Jewell's going to be able to get the crossover done, go back to the inside lane. He's going to try to take that second spot back away from Meyer, as those two drivers have battled since the start. And Westlake wins. Second place to Jewell, third place to Meyer, fourth place to McClintock, and finishing fifth, the 17 of Randy Smart. Time performance number 51 used to race with us in our Detroit Iron, and then I think our modified division years ago. Came back after several years on dirt to compete with us this season. He's from Steubenville, Ohio. Let's hear it for Bill Westlake. Ohio, Canton Auto Sales, PhilChalmers.com ride, and the green is out. Mills takes the field down into the first and second turn with the lead. Greg Hull pushes up a little bit off the second corner, and here comes Brandon Shaw in the number 8. Brandon Shaw in the number 8 car to the outside for the number 2 position. And Shaw now is in second. Sharply done, number 8 car. Lee McCreary in the number 2 is up to third. Hull's fallen back to fourth, while Mike Green in the 36, who won himself a fast heat a couple weeks ago, runs in the number 5 position. Running 6th is Justin Courtney. 3 laps in. Four laps in this time by 4 and 4 to go for the number 4 of Mills, the number 8 of Shaw running second. Number 2 of McCreary running third, and fourth is Green in the 36. White flag is out. Final lap for the number 4 of Mills. And the checkered flag is in the air. The number 4 of Mills will come across the line as the winner, the number 2 of Lee McCreary, second, third, the number 8 of Brandon Shaw, and fourth, the 36 of Mike Green. In the Kendall Motor Oil Dennison T-shirt graphic sponsored number 4. Let's have a nice round of applause for the rookie from New Philadelphia, Matthew Mills. Cars, 8 laps, fast heat for the pure stocks. Three wide into the corner. Boron up to second. Battle for third. Abil into the third spot. Shimko back to fourth. Joe Leinert, top qualifier, the number 2, will move into the fourth position now. Shimko continues to drop in the 13. There's Mike Martin in the number 6 trying to work his way forward. Leading is Teddy Oliver. Bumper to bumper first, second, and third. As Oliver leads the way. And around goes the 82 car of Boron. Boron in the 82 car spins coming off of turn number 4. Rear bumper of Oliver for that number 3 position. And we're underway. Boron, the better start in the outside lane. They go down into the first turn, and Boron will take over the lead. Oliver tries to keep a nose inside of him going down into the turn, but Boron's going to slam the door shut in a rare move there where we see Teddy Oliver losing a position. For the third position, Joe Leinert inside and Mike Martin outside lane. It will be 2 to go this time, 2 laps to go for the 82 of Boron. A lot of tire squealing going down into the first turn as Boron leads Teddy Oliver. White flag, 1 to go for Boron. Third, fourth, and fifth in a battle. It looks like Leinert, the top qualifier, is going to be able to hold off Mike Martin. And checkered flag will be out. Coming off of 4, Boron's going to pick up the victory. Second spot to the 49 of Oliver. Third to the number 2 of Leinert. Fourth to the 6 of Martin. Fifth, the 31 of Abil. And sixth, the 13 of Shimko. Let's have a nice round of applause for the youngster in car number 82, Don Boron Jr. Malabite Excavating, J&B Feed and Supply, Bowling's Used Cars, and DeVille Apartments car from East Sparta. Boron claiming the heat race win. Got him 3 wide down into the turn. The 0 of Bowers with problems on the start. Problems for Bowers as he drops to the back of the field. Then Joe Oliver gets sideways in the 50. Mike Martin, Vince Martin, actually scoots by to the inside. He's up in the third spot, now looking for second. Low-sided Tom Early. Leading is Nick Harmon in the 9. Second, the number 5 of Vince Martin. Third, the 131 of Tom Early. Fourth, the number 50 of Joe Oliver. Nick Harmon leading the way. Second spot, Vince Martin. Martin starting to reel him in. Racing on this final lap, coming to the checkered flag, the number 9 of Nick Harmon, the 5 of Vince Martin come to the stripe, and Harmon picks up the victory. Second spot, Vince Martin in the 5. Third goes to Tom Early. Fourth goes to Joe Oliver, and fifth, the 0 of Bowers. Rookie in the division, the Harmon's Auto Body 2 Flash Photography, number 9. Let's hear it for Masslin's Nick Harmon. And the 155 is John Bertram. Green flag, turn number 4. Kyler Bertram in the 155 now. Kyler Bertram jumping behind the wheel of the 155. We've already got him 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Could be even more than that as we go down the back straightaway. As Parson now, as well as Colmar, get together going into turn 3. Still 3 wide back of the pack. Here's the number 5 of Martin fighting on the low side of Cody Colmar. Leading the way, the 52 of Badgett. Second, the number 4 of Garrett. Third, the 155 of Kyler Bertram. Bertram, the top qualifying truck, closing in. His dad, John, drove the truck in qualifying, set the quick time. And Garrett gets to the inside of Badgett now for the lead as it's Dennis Garrett the 3rd on the inside. Bertram's going to thread the needle on the backstretch. And Kyler Bertram threading the needle, heading to 3. Sideways, coming off of 4. Wolves are down. We come to the line. Bertram, slight advantage, heading into turn 1. Slipping back into the second spot, the number 4 of Garrett. Racing in third, the 52 of Badgett. Now up to the 3rd spot, Mike Martin in the 5, and we're halfway this time. 4 in, 4 to go. Leading the way, Kyler Bertram in the 155. 3 laps to go, 5 laps complete at the line. Two to go this time for the 155 of Bertram. And around goes the 52 of Badgett, the 71 of Campbell, and he, I believe, got together going into the first turn. And we've got a yellow. Caution is out for Campbell in the 71, and Bertram, or rather the 52 of Badgett, down in turn number 1.
And around goes the 52 of Badgett, the 71 of Campbell, and 7.
Coming to green, coming off of the 4th corner, back underway, and now we've got a lap to go this time. It'll be 7 in, 1 to go for the 155 of Kyler Bertram, starting in the final position. For the 2nd spot, the number 5 of Mike Martin, the number 4 of Dennis Garrett the 3rd. Bertram across the line as winner. Martin 2nd, Garrett 3rd, Badgett 4th, and Campbell finishing 5th. The Lakes Auto Recycling, Tony Newman Roofing, Bond Heating and Cooling, and Chippewa Stone, number 155 from Springfield, Ohio, your winner. A rookie driver in the mini truck division this season, Kyler Bertram. This upcoming Monday, Sherry Brown celebrating a birthday. Larry Ennis Jr. in the number 20 car, Tim Frederick in the 41, Clayton Oliver the 16, the 27 of Braden Swaney, the point champion, the 57 of top qualifier Mike Swaney, and the 09 of Wes Ennis. We're underway, 1 lap complete. 2 laps in, 6 to go. Leading the way is Larry Ennis Jr. in the 20 car. The battle for second, third, fourth, and fifth. The 16 of Clayton Oliver in the second spot. The 41 of Frederick running third. Running fourth, the 57 of Mike Swaney, the top qualifier, starting to work his way forward. Coming in on halfway this time, 4 laps in, 4 more laps to go for the number 20 of Larry Ennis Jr. 57 of Mike Swaney running in the third spot. Final 3 laps of this heat race. We have completed 5 of the scheduled 8. And now the number 20 of Larry Ennis Jr. has broken out of his qualifying time. He'll receive a speeding ticket this time by. He'll get the black flag for breaking out of his qualifying time. The new lead battle goes between the 16 of Oliver and the 57 of Swaney. Leading the way, half a lap to go, the number 16 of Clayton Oliver. For second, the Swaneys. Braden inside, Mike outside, but they come to the checkered, and it's going to be Clayton Oliver, Braden Swaney second, Mike Swaney third. Tim Frederick finishes in the 4th spot as we complete the fast heat that went 8 laps. And let's have a nice round of applause for the winner in car number 16, Clayton Oliver. Of Schreffler and the 4 of Vassalou are underway. Side by side, we race into the first corner. Bill Jane right there on the rear bumper of Schreffler. He slips back a little bit coming off of 2. John McNutt running the high lane. Competitive field of compacts in this second heat race. Who will do it as we bump a little bit? 3 wide, even 4 wide on the backstretch. Bill Jane sees the opening, takes the spot. 5 cars racing now into turn number 4 for lap number 2. Jane leading the way. Bill Jane leading. Second is Jeffrey Orr. Third place looks like John McNutt's going to be able to take the spot. Vassalou running 4th in the number 4, and the number 50 of Schreffler running 5th. And contact between Jeffrey Orr and Bill Jane coming off of turn 2. Halfway this time, it'll be 4 in, 4 laps to go for the 59 of Jane and the 8 car of Orr. John McNutt has closed the gap in the 35 and races for the second spot. Five laps into the books, 3 to go. It'll be 2 laps to go this time for the 59. Bill Jane leading the way. John McNutt again closing in the 35. Jeffrey Orr running by himself in 3rd. So is Vassalou in 4th. And the 50 of Schreffler. For the lead again, John McNutt to the inside of Jane. A little bit of contact as they see the white flag. checkered flag waving as Bill Jane picks up the victory. McNutt second or third, fourth spot to Vasilou, and fifth to Schreffler. Let's have a nice round of applause for the 59 of Bill Jane. The Bowers Towing, Cater for You, Phil's Car Care, number 59 from Akron, Ohio. Bartholomew and Bryan to the green, turn 4. Underway down into the first corner. Colton Bryan gets some contact. He and the 115 of Bartholomew as they race down the backstretch. Into turns 3 and 4, rubbing a little paint down in the corner. Bartholomew pushing high up into the door of Colton Bryan down in that fourth corner. He's been warned on the radio. As they race down the backstretch, Bryan ought to be able to, well, not quite clear him down in turn 3. And the 151 of Bloom actually helps the 21 car of Colton Bryan there as he pushes him into the lead. Here comes Bucky in the number 50 car. He finds an opening to the bottom. The top 2 in points are about to be the top 2 in this race. Side by side for second. Dan Bucky on the inside lane. On the outside is Chris Bloom in the 151. 3 complete this time. It'll be 4 laps in, 4 to go for Colton Bryan, Dan Bucky, Chris Bloom, and Tim Frederick. Halfway signal in the air. Single file formation throughout our field now as Bucky has closed though on Colton Bryan. He's got a 31-point lead right now built up in the stock compact division. If he finishes second to Bryan, Bryan's only going to pick up 2 points, which would put him 29 points behind. But Bucky wants to win this one. He goes to the outside down in turns 3 and 4. Colton Bryan inside, Dan Bucky outside lane. Good battle between our top 2 in the point standings. And our stock compact division, they've been good all season long. Colton Bryan had to have a substitute driver for a while with a broken arm. And Dan Bucky pulling ahead by half a car length, running each other clean. Front of the field, white flag is out, 1 to go. That time, Bryan at the line. But Bucky is fighting back down into turns 1 and 2. Dan Bucky will try to use the banking to get himself a run down to turn 3. He will. Bryan slips back into second. They'll come to the checker. Good run for our top 2 in points. They'll be the top 2 in the race. Dan Bucky, Colton Bryan, Chris Bloom, Tim Frederick, and the 115 of Howard Bartholomew. Pulling to the line, the number 50, the Eastern Ohio Sports Complex, Leggett Tire, Keister Implement, number 50, Sherridsville's Dan Bucky. Molnar Jr. and Bob Eichel in row 2. It's McCallicker, the 47, Robinson, the 14, and the 46 of Slintz. Green flag is out. We're underway. Larry Baker into the lead. And the, look out as Dave McCallicker and Bob Eichel get together. Also the 23 of Kirkpatrick off the pace. Ron Kirkpatrick off the pace. So is Eichel in the 69. 2 cars dropping off the pace into the infield. Goes the 23 car of Kirkpatrick. Eichel continues on. Right now Eichel's in the 6th position. Two laps in and 8 to go for the 06 car of Baker. 5 cars on the raceway look like they will be the 5 that will head into the feature. Molnar running second. Three laps into the books now, 7 to go. We're halfway now to be 6 laps in, 4 to go at the line for Larry Baker, Gene Molnar Jr., Dave McCallicker, William Robinson, and Joe Slentz. McCallicker goes around in the 47. Will try to back it down into one of the track. Oh, like a glove. And now he'll go through the car wash again. Yellow flag is out for the 47 of McCallicker as he goes through the car wash a couple more times. 47 of McCallicker will be sent pit side. Parked it so nicely in between the tow trucks and the track truck without hitting them. What a job by Dave McCallicker.
Hey, Adam, I think he could teach that in driver's ed.
3 from the finish. These 4 drivers are locked into the feature. Just determines the starting order for the feature now. And going to go yellow, the 06 of Larry Baker. Maybe caught sleeping a little bit. I think he's awake now. I bet you that Molnar doesn't pull him on the start quite as bad this time. The Molnar has maybe a little more power. The crate engine in the 06 of Baker. Green flag turn 4 underway. Into the first corner we go. Who will lead the field off of 2? It will be Molnar in the 48 car taking the lead. Baker drops into second. Running third, Robinson. Running fourth, the 46 of Slentz. 2 to go. Checkered flag is out as Gene Molnar Jr. picks up the last chance race victory. Second spot to Larry Baker, third to the 14 of Robinson, and finishing fourth will be Joe Slentz in the 46. Maybe. Pulling into victory lane, your winner in car number 48. Let's hear it. He won the slow heat and he wins the last chance. Gene Molnar Jr. We've got Gary Shoemaker in the 84, Mitch Romar in the 1. The 08 is Mark Romar. The 56 is Lee Walters. Michael Phillips, the 25. Rick Minier in the 22. 27 of Chuck Hagman. Scott Kane in the 55 are the starters. For this karting series event, 12 laps the distance. Coming to green off of turn number 4 for the feature event in the karting series tonight. And we go down into the corner already. Plenty of shuffling. Some karts bottoming out. Coming through turns 1 and 2. Leading the way, the 27 kart of Chuck Hyman. Hyman leading the way. Matthew Mills, one of our modified competitors, flagman for the karting series, on the starter stand. 27 of Chuck Hyman in the lead for the second position. It's changed hands. Shoemaker in the 84s dropped back to third. Now in the second spot, looking for the lead, the number 22 of Rick Manier. Manier closing on Hyman at the front of the field, and Manier will take the lead on the backstretch. Shoemaker running third. He's catching the draft ahead of him. He runs into the third corner and into the lead, Manier, as we've got 6 karts in the battle up front. A little bit of contact down the front stretch. Very fast speeds, also close to the ground. These karting series competitors in the battle now for third. The third position up for grabs, holding on to it. Gary Shoemaker in the 84, but making a run and some more contact in a 4-kart battle. The 56 of Lee Walters is there. All kinds of action, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, but way out front, the 22 of Rick Manier. Rick Manier from Akron, Ohio, putting it to him. Moving up now, the orange number 55 of Scott Kane. Kane has moved into second. Hyman in the 27 has dropped back to the 6th position. And now check that, he's back up to 4th. Halfway this time, 6 in, 6 to go. This 12-lap feature event for the karting series. And Shoemaker's back up to 2nd. Kane drops back to 3rd. Leading, Manier. Move over flag being given to Romar, the number 1 of Mitch Romar. As the karts scoot by, the karting series final event at Midvale Speedway coming up next Sunday with several divisions of action. Sunday, September 16th. Final race of the 2012 season for the karts. Gates open at 9:30, practice at 11, and racing at 1 o'clock for the Midvale Karting Series. MidvaleKarting.com, the official site for the karting series. On the backstretch, Shoemaker in the 2nd spot, moving past the slower traffic. Kane in the 55, running in 3rd, but leading the way by a straightaway now. Boy, getting high coming off of 4. Nearly up into the wall goes the 25 kart of Michael Phillips. Two to go signal for the 22 of Manier. Manier passing the 08 of Mark Romar down in turn 3. Romar down a lap. And the white flag this time for Manier. As Manier picks up the victory, a dominating effort for the number 22. Congratulations on the win, Rick. You said you've raced a little bit of everywhere, including you've raced one time at Daytona. Was that at the Daytona International Speedway?
No, that was a dirt track that I used to race at the WK Nationals.
Had some big go-karting events down there. This kart was pretty fast here on this Saturday night. Congratulations, ran pretty good.
Thank you. It was very well hooked up.
You run every Sunday when they compete down here?
Not always. I run a lot of dirt nationals, so I'm out of breath right now.
Let's hear it for your winner, one of the elder statesmen of the series, Rick Manier. MidvaleKarting.com, the official site for the Midvale Karting Series. One more night of racing action left in the 2012 season. Coming up next Saturday here at Midvale Speedway, we'll have 6 divisions of action, our late models, mods, pure stocks, compacts, stock compacts, and mini trucks, plus figure eights for the only time this season. The figure eights will be racing. We also have our trailer race coming up next Saturday night. Late model showdown for the late models 225 lap features. Ready now for the starting lineup for this 12-lap mini truck season championship race. We start in the final position. He was top qualifier tonight. His son drove it to a heat race win earlier. The Lakes Auto Recycling, Tony Newman Roofing, Bond Heating and Cooling, Chippewa Stone, number 155. From Springfield, Ohio, John Bertram. Back here on the inside lane, the black and green truck number 44, the Ace Auto Body Wicked Weekend sponsored truck from Canton, Ohio, the veteran Bob Parson. One row forward earlier this year, this truck set a quick time on a race night here at Midvale Speedway. I think the first time it's back since then. The H. Lilly Construction Extreme Motors AJ Body Paint Henry Beers Hardware truck, normally driven by Troy Campbell up at the Barberton Raceway Park. Here behind the wheel at Midvale Speedway for a second time this year from Springfield Township, Ohio, Robbie Patterson. To our first four starters on the outside of row number 2. It's found victory lane earlier this season. Couple of different drivers behind the wheel. It's been Mike, it's been Vince, the brothers Martin, the Canton Car Connection, Shelby Sweets and Treats. Sponsor number 5 from Canton, Ohio, driving tonight, Mike Martin. In the third starting position, the Cash for Clunkers number 4 truck from Barberton, Ohio. Picked up a feature win a couple of weeks ago up there at BRP. Dennis Garrett III. Starting on our first row, position number 2, the 52 truck, sponsored by C&D Towing and Rocky's Drive-Thru. From Akron, Ohio, the driver is Justin Badgett. And starting on the inside of the first row, in truck number 2, the Canal Fulton Tires, C&D Towing ride. This driver from Barberton, Ohio, driving the Colmar ride tonight. It is Cody Colmar. Let's have a nice round of applause. Our starting field for the mini truck feature. This is a new division that we picked up towards the end of the season. They'll be with us on a weekly basis next year. The rules will come out on the website shortly after the close of the 2012 season. Thunder Truck Division. Rolling off of turn 4, Justin Badgett. And Cody Colmar to the green. Already 4 wide as they head down into the first and second turn. 3 wide as they narrow down a little bit, heading down the backstretch. Here comes John Bertram, the top qualifier in the 155, trying to get from the back to the front in just 1 lap of racing. Can he do it? Not quite, as Badgett leads lap number 1, Bertram second. They go down into the first turn. Garrett running third. Oh, Garrett and Bertram get together over in the third, making the second corner. Also off the pace, Cody Colmar in the number 2 truck. And the lead battle continues in turns 3 and 4. Badgett and Bertram going after it. Bertram sideways, dirt tracks it across the line as the leader. Mike Martin, the number 5 truck, running in the second position. Badgett has slipped back to third. Robbie Patterson in the 71 truck, running fourth. Running fifth is Garrett and the number 4. Two very, very quick trucks at the front of the pack. And now we got them rubbing some paint down in turns 3 and 4. Bertram leading the way. Martin running second. The battle for third between the 52 of Badgett. He holds on. The 71 truck of Patterson running fourth. We are halfway, 6 laps in, 6 to go. Bertram leading Martin second, third, fourth, and fifth in a battle as Badgett's on the inside, Garrett's on the outside, and there's Patterson following those two. There goes Patterson looking low. Patterson and Badgett get together a little bit. Patterson down on the rumble bumps. Continues on. Leading is John Bertram in the 155. Second is Mike Martin. Third is Dennis Garrett. Bertram crossing the line at the white flag. Final lap for the 155 of Bertram, the number 5 of Martin. Looks like he's going to be locked into that second position as they come to the checkered. Bertram will pick up the victory. Martin crosses the line second. Racing through turns 3 and 4. Dennis Garrett the third will finish third. Finishing fourth is Badgett. Finishing fifth is Patterson. Sixth place is Colmar, and sixth is Parson. Our first of 6 remaining features, not counting the skid plate race in the books. Chris Cale, if you want to make your way over here, I got some update sheets on points for you so you can keep yourself updated during the course of our features. Rick Sibla holding a 7-point advantage on Bubba Smith going into the feature and the late models. Randy Smart pretty much has to start the modified feature to claim the championship there. Teddy Oliver with a 46-point lead in the pure stocks. In the compact division, Braden Swaney has those locked up. And the number 50 of Dan Bucky with a 33-point lead in the stock compact division. There you go, Chris. You can kind of keep us updated now. I'll be able to do that from the tower, too. But appreciate it. John Bertram claiming the victory in our mini truck division. John, Kyler over here. John, congratulations on the win. The truck, you almost were able to take the lead on the first lap, but not quite. I think that looked like it might have been a goal of yours.
I don't know.
Have you ever gone from last to first in one lap?
We did.
You have done that? Well, it was pretty close to doing so tonight. The truck obviously fast again. I know you've mentioned it before. They're going to change the rules a little bit on the truck class in the off-season, but you guys went to the rules for what Barberton allowed this year, and this thing is a rocket.
It runs pretty good.
Have some people you want to thank?
My dad, my family, my wife, everybody that comes out and watches us.
Your winner, let's hear it for John Bertram. Getting ready for our stock compact division 12-lap season championship feature. They'll come out on the front stretch, get out of their cars, they'll get their photo taken. Up there helping you in the main video tower. It gives you a chance to come down on the infield, tape from some different angles, and really makes the DVDs pretty entertaining, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It's really rejuvenated me here at Midvale Speedway to be able to roam around and have a good time with it.
You've got some good shots of some of the stuff that's going on in the infield. You're up and close when they come by on the backstretch.
Yeah, I thought I had to change my pants a couple times over there in the turn 2, but it's interesting. It's fun to watch, and I'm having fun with it.
Craig Mishler, one of the members of the Mid-Vid video crew here with us tonight at Midvale Speedway. If you want to purchase a DVD, stop up to the video tower. Stop up to the video tower and talk to John Chapman. He'll hook you up with a DVD of one of these nights of racing action. They put a couple of different video shots together. It's a TV quality production that they really put together. They've done a nice job with it here in the second half of the season. Let's have a nice round of applause right now while they can hear you. Our stock compact competitors on the small oval. It is a tight racetrack, our 5th mile, but somehow, some way they're able to pass, and they're actually able to pass on the outside lane, which is quite a surprise. We've had a great points battle in this division all season. Tonight there are 33 points going into this race, separating the top two. And if both start the race, they both take the green, the points battle will be locked up. But nonetheless, what a great job by those two drivers. One a youngster, one a not quite so much a youngster, but he's a relatively new driver here at Midvale Speedway. Let's start with the final position in the starting lineup, starting 7th tonight in this 12-lap feature event. He's raced with us in the compacts for a number of years. The G&B Racing number 83, 6th in the stock compact division standings. From New Philadelphia, Gary Gibson. In the 6th starting position, I believe, tonight, he sets quick time for the first time in his career. A new car is 4th in the standings. Keister Implement, Eastern Ohio Sports Complex's sponsors. He's from Uricksville, a second-generation driver. His dad, Delmer Clark, a Midvale Speedway Hall of Famer. Let's hear it for Alan Clark. In the 5th starting position, he is the points leader. He now has a 33-point lead in the standings entering this race. If he takes the green and starts the event, he will claim the 2012 championship. He's the driver from Sherridsville, Ohio, Eastern Ohio Sports Complex, Leggett Tire and Keister Implement car. Let's hear it for Dan Bucky. On the outside of our second row in the number 41 car, it's the Bucky Mowing. Sensel Fennicum Insurance number 41 from Sherridsville, 9th in points, driving in a couple divisions tonight, Tim Frederick. In the 3rd starting position, the Count Electronics Trenton Service Discount Auto and Tire number 151. He's raced with us a number of seasons in compact competition. From Denison, Ohio, 3rd in the points, Chris Bloom. To the outside of our first row, the Finish Line Motors Smith's Auto Sales number 21. It's been a great year for him. He's led the points. He's been in 2nd in the points. He's had a great battle, won some features. He also had to sit out a couple of weeks with a backup driver in the car because of a broken arm. The youngster from Louisville, Ohio, Colton Bryan. On the pole position for this 12-lap season championship race, the Bates Medal, Tony Mart, Fry Valley Storage, number 115. 7th in the standings, he's from Port Washington, Howard Bartholow. One more time, a nice round of applause for our stock compact competitors, ready to race their season championships for 2012. Pulling away the stock compact division for their 12-lap feature. Bartholow and Bryan coming to green off of turn number 4, ready for action in the stock compact division. Green flag is out. We are underway, and Colton Bryan in the 21 car going into the half-car length lead. Down in turn 2, gets a good run off of the corner. Will not quite be able to clear the 115 of Bartholow going into the 3rd turn. They beat and bang a little bit. Bartholow sideways as Bryan closes the door, and they continue on the front stretch. Bryan in the lead, and there's Dan Bucky again. They race each other for the heat race win. They've been racing each other for the championship, and now they race each other for the season championship race as they compete coming off of turn 4 with 2 laps in and 10 to go. Colton Bryan, the leader. 2nd place, Dan Bucky. 3rd, Chris Bloom. 4th is Howard Bartholow, and Tim Frederick rounds out the top 5. 6th is Gibson. 7th place is top qualifier Alan Clark. It'll be lap number 5 this time. 5 laps in and 7 to go. Alan Clark, the top qualifier, nearly spun it at the back of the field. He loses some ground to the 83 of Gibson for 6th. This time, 6 laps in. 6 more laps to go. Bryan opens up the bottom lane in the 50 of Bucky. Checks up to avoid contact down in turn 3. With 6 to go. Dan Bucky is right there on the rear bumper, looking for an opening, maybe finding one, maybe not. A little bit of contact. They continue on as he checks up. 7 in, 5 to go. Bucky will try the outside lane. Chris Bloom also closing on the lead duo. It's going to be a 3-car battle at the front of the field. 4 to go for Colton Bryan. And we've got Frederick and Bartholow getting together. They continue on. We'll stay green. Good job to keep rolling. We'll keep an eye on them to see if they continue to hit. Caution flag coming out for the 0 of Alan Clark, who loops it up in turn number 2. Green flag coming off of turn 4. Colton Bryan and Dan Bucky going after it. Bucky the little bit of a better start, and it looks like he will inch into the lead down in turns 1 and 2. Dan Bucky in the 50. The 21 of Colton Bryan, the 151 of Chris Bloom. Bloom is there. Bryan's car just a little bit off of what it normally handles here at Midvale Speedway. Noticed that earlier in qualifying, where he is normally a threat to set quick time. We've got 3 laps to go. Bucky leading Bryan just like he did in the heat race earlier. Those 2 drivers at the front of the pack. Chris Bloom trying to get up there in the mix. 2 to go for the number 50 of Dan Bucky. White flag this time. 1 to go for Dan Bucky and the number 50. Coming to the checkered off of turn number 4, the 50 of Dan Bucky, the win. Colton Bryan 2nd, Chris Bloom 3rd, Gibson 4th, Frederick 5th, 6th place Bartholow, and 7th top qualifier Alan Clark. Your winner, Dan Bucky. Luckily, we have time to dry the track here before the start of the next race. Dan, congratulations on the victory here tonight. I know you wanted to go out with a win and the championship. You were able to do both. Man, you guys had this car moving the last few weeks.
Yes, we did. I got to give credit to Tim Frederick. He's really set this car up pretty good, and it runs real good. Real unfortunate for Colton Bryan. I think he would have won that race. I couldn't get around him. I had nothing for him. But once that caution come out, I was able to go after him. He couldn't catch me then.
Where the double file restarts come into play for that guy in second sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. I got lucky on that win. But you know what? I'll take it.
You smell a little like alcohol. I would say were you drinking and driving, but I think you've been covered in it down here on the front stretch.
Yeah, this is my first time, and I'm thrilled, and I'm real blessed to not have Braden Swaney in this division.
Let's hear it for your winner and champion this season, Dan Bucky.
Hey, Adam over here with second place finisher, points runner-up, Colton Bryan. Colton, I know you didn't want to see that caution, buddy.
No, I knew once that caution came out, he was going to beat me on the start. But I guess stuff happens.
I'll tell you what, you guys battled hard, tooth and nail, all year. You had a little bit of bad luck mid-season with breaking your arm. I know that had to factor in a little bit to how this championship turned out. But overall, great season, buddy.
Yeah, I'm really proud. I want to get first, but second's always still good.
You planning on running in this division next year again and trying to move up one more spot on that totem pole?
I don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of up to Randy what I race next year, so I guess we'll just see what happens.
Anybody you want to thank on this 21 tonight?
Yes, Randy and Sue for letting me race this car, and my dad, Mike, Tommy, Bubba, Bryant, Corey, just everyone that helps work on the car every week.
Keep your head high, buddy. Good job, and good second place finish tonight. Good second place finish in the points. The number 21 of Colton Bryan.
Need him a whole lot during this late model race because that means we've had cautions and had parties. The invert tonight was, I believe, a 7, putting the 7 fast qualifier on the once again, as it was last Saturday with this strong field of late models here at Midvale Speedway.
All right, it's time for the starting lineup for this 30-lap feature on Smith's Auto Sales McIntosh Oil Company Night at the Races. Season Championships 2012. This driver, starting in the 20th position, is going to give the rest of the field a head start. He parks his car up in the middle of turns 3 and 4. He's from Massillon, Ohio, the driver of the 47. Let's hear it for Dave McCallicker. Uh-oh, the worm. And whatever that is. Onto the outside. In a team car, the 46, the orange rod in the outside lane, the Slintz racing car from Canton, Ohio, Joe Slintz. Back to the inside lane, I think making his first start of the 2012 racing season. Been a rare appearance the last couple of years for the red and yellow car number 14. The Jesus Saves Racing number 14 car from Marietta, William Robinson. To the outside, the Baker Racing car 06. He's been with us on a weekly basis. He comes into this event 7th in our standings in a template car with a crate engine, which is definitely a disadvantage, but he's been competitive this year. From Clinton, Ohio, let's hear it for Larry Baker. To the inside of Baker, the Ken's Auto Service Center, United Salvage Company, E&E Recycling, Channel Fabricating, number 48. The win in the third heat, the win in the last chance. From Akron, Ohio, second-generation racer, Gene Molnar Jr. To the outside lane, track owner driving car number 121, the Smith's Auto Sales, Freedom Auto Finance. Ride, he wanted to make 1 year of late model racing to get a chance to race with his two kids. He's from Canton, Ohio, 9th in the standings, Randy Smith. To the inside, the Ricks West Park, Peters Farm, Baker Electric, car number 64. Comes in 10th in points. He's from Massillon, Ohio, Ed Middle. In one of the skull cars and crossbone cars coming into this race, the Sibla Racing, number 62, former competitor of the CRA Super Series, former late model competitor here at Midvale Speedway as well, from Massillon, Ohio, Tim Sibla. On the outside lane, the Hudson Trucking LLC Baker Race Cars, car number 90, made an appearance after the mid-season mark during 2012 after a grinding crash. In 2011, from Delroy, Emerson Huffman. Couple of feature wins this year for this blue and white car number 18. It's from Minerva. Graphics by Dave and Willison Racing, the sponsors. 11th in the standings on a part-time basis in 2012 for Mark Willison. On the outside of row number 5, the black and orange car 0, City Motor Auto Sales, Riddle Trucking car 0 from Paris, a one-time feature winner at Midvale Speedway, George Riddle. Starting in the 9th position, the blue and orange car number 17, Bob's Auto Sales, McCombs Market, Shook Auto, Frontier Tool, and PhilChalmers.com ride. In car number 17, put your hands together for Bob Schneider Jr. And the 8th starting position, the Direct Detail, Hutter Racing Engines, FLF Race Cars, sponsored car, just joining us in our late model division a couple of weeks ago. Former regular on the main event circuit from Strongsville, Ohio, Brian Short. Starting 7th. What a great season it's been for this Jayberg Jr. race team. The number 22 has been piloted lately by the driver from Clinton, Ohio, with many track championships and feature wins over the years. Route 39 Auto Salvage, Williams Paint and Body Work, and Impact Photography, the sponsors for Mike Miller. Outside of row number 3, the red and yellow car number 54. Lee's Famous Recipe, Parkway Honda, Haas Body Shop, Quick Time Performance Car making his return tonight. Has only raced with us twice so far this season from New Philadelphia. This is Doug McMillan. Starting 5th, currently the points leader by 7 in the late model division. Francis Engineering Race Engines and McIntosh Oil Company, the sponsors for tonight's top qualifier from Massillon, Ohio, Rick Sibla. Starting outside of row number 2, the Tedesco Racing Graphics CC Performance Marathon Manufacturing number 70. Had a crash that demolished the front end of the car on opening night. They clipped it, got it back. Practice last night, races tonight. From New Philadelphia, Ryan Tedesco. In the 3rd starting spot is our current points runner-up and a 2-time Midvale Speedway late model point champion. It's the Finish Line Motors, Freedom Auto Finance, Tedesco Racing Graphics car from Canton, Ohio, trailing by 7 to Rick Sibla in the standings, Bubba Smith. And on the front row of our starting field for the season championship race tonight, a rookie driver of the late model division, had run modifieds last season and into part of this year. Rosenberry Towing Navigate, the sponsors for this New Philadelphia driver with one late model win this season, Alex Rosenberry. And on the pole position, a veteran driver in car number 21, former super late model champion here at the Speedway, Route 39 Auto Salvage, Industrial Machinery Services car, 6th in this year's standings, a number of runner-up finishes, looking for the win tonight from New Philadelphia, Rich Desecker. This, folks, is a stellar late model field preparing for 30 laps of green flag racing. It should be a good one, Chris. A lot of front runners right where they are expected to be at the end, towards the front of the field at the beginning. Top 7 qualifiers after the dice roll by Rick Sibla put 7 drivers in inverse position at the front of the field. It should be a good one. For this 2012 season championship race at Midvale Speedway, drivers, start your engines as we fire them at Midvale Speedway for this 30-lap feature event. Smith's Auto Sales and McIntosh Oil Company night at the races to get us started for this 30-lap feature.
Hey, Adam, I'd like to see all the fans next time around. Everybody on your feet. Wave your hats, wave your chairs, wave whatever you got, and salute your field on season championship night here at Midvale Speedway. Everybody up.
We will do it this time, as Chris says. We will wave them next time around for this 30-lap feature at Midvale Speedway. So I want to welcome the folks watching on TV2. Good to be back on local TV. Racing action at Midvale Speedway. 20 drivers scheduled to start tonight's feature in the late model division. For the hard work and effort that they've put together for us on the 2012 season, they're about to lay it on the line for a 30-lap race, paying $1,000 to the winner in this premier division at Midvale Speedway. 24 total cars here tonight, 4 of them not able to make the start. Adam Mackey, along with Chris Kale, the roving reporter here at Midvale Speedway, will call the action for you here at Midvale Speedway as well as on TV2 as the 21 of Rich Dessecker and the number 2 car of Alex Rosenberry are set for green. They'll come off of turn number 4 to bring the field in. Dessecker and Rosenberry, they're going to start up front looking for this $1,000 top prize. Race fans, season championships at Midvale Speedway underway, and we got trouble up front as Rosenberry spun the tires. It bottles up the field behind him. We continue on down to the first and second turn. We will have a caution flag. Yellow flag coming out for a failed start, as we did not have them side by side at the line in turn number 4. Rosenberry lit up the rear tires. Joe Slentz coming to a stop up in turn 4, so that's the reason for this caution. Up in turn number 4, the orange 46 of Joe Slentz has come to a stop. For the point championship, as Sibla, the point leader, starts right behind Bubba Smith. If he finishes within a position of him, he'll be fine. If Smith finishes 2 positions ahead of him, then Smith would win the championship. Ready for green, turn 4. We are underway for the season championship race as Rosenberry and the 21 of Dessecker head into turns 1 and 2. Rosenberry will take the lead. Robinson will spin at the back of the pack, and we are going to have a caution. Yellow flag is out once again for the 14 car of William Robinson. Robinson, the spin down in turn number 1. At the back of the pack brings out the yellow. Another complete restart as a few of our drivers able to make it through the last chance race. Rich Dessecker in the 21 car and Alex Rosenberry in the number 2 coming to green off of 4. The field will pick up the pace. Can we get a lap in this time? It's been a little bit of a rough start for these drivers. They come to 4. They get to green. We're underway as Rosenberry and Dessecker go into the first turn. Dessecker tries to keep his nose in there, unable to do so, and Rosenberry goes into the lead. Tedesco moves to the 3rd spot. He'll look for 2nd on the outside of Dessecker in turns 3 and 4. Tedesco making his return tonight and trying to make a loud return with a win in this feature as he runs strong in the 2nd groove for the 2nd spot. Brian Short got shuffled back momentarily. It is Tedesco taking 2nd, trying to close on the rookie. Alex Rosenberry, the leader. 3rd spot, Dessecker. 4th spot, Smith running 5th to 63 of Rick Sibla. And on the outside groove, Doug McMillan, just his 3rd start of the year, still stuck in the outer groove. And Bubba Smith tries to move to the high side. 21 of Dessecker for 3rd. Bubba Smith trying to win a championship. Trying to get around the outside of Dessecker. Smith on the outside lane. Now it's Sibla on the inside in the 63 car. Racing in turns 3 and 4. Also McCallicker in the 47 gets moving again on the back straightaway. The leaders will be coming up on him. They've also passed the 14 of William Robinson. Bubba Smith in the 12 in a great battle with Rick Sibla for the point championship as well as position in this race. Rosenberry laps the 47 of McCallagher. He's been sent pit side. Desecker, Smith, and Sibla, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. They're the 21, the 12, and the 63 in a great battle in our top 5 positions. Smith hanging it out there. He's got to go for broke here tonight. 7 points, and now a yellow flag is out for the 0 of George Riddle up in turn number 4. Caution flag for George Riddle in turn 4. The 0 of Riddle goes around. I didn't see what happened. Chris, did you happen to notice?
No, I didn't see it, Adam. I was paying attention to the front of the field.
Field picking up the pace, going down into 3, going over to 4. Good start across the line. They're underway. Good start at the front of the pack as Ryan Tedesco in the 70 car races with Alex Rosenberry coming off of 2 down the backstretch. Into turn 3, Tedesco inching forward. Tedesco way up high in turn number 4. Will cross the line as the leader, the completion of lap number 6. And Tedesco goes into the number 1 spot. Tedesco the leader now. Rosenberry 2nd. Smith is 3rd, and this is big because Smith has 1 car between himself and Rick Sibla. If it stays that way, Smith would claim the championship by 1 point. Sibla needs to find his way around the 21 of Desecker. He will on the backstretch, opening to the bottom, and Rick Sibla will move up to 4th and give Sibla back the point lead. Rick Sibla now gets by, and we've got trouble down in turn 4 as the 118 of Brian Short and the 17 of Bob Schneider Jr. get together. Yellow out for Schneider in the 17, as well as Brian Short in the 118 down in turn number 4. Caution out, and what a battle, Chris, as we watch the 2 point leaders change hands. That point lead as Smith actually had it for a short moment by a point, and then Sibla snuck by, but I don't know whether they got that last completed lap in, so that could shuffle it up again.
I'll tell you what, I think this point battle is going to change multiple times during this feature. I expect those 2 to finish nose to tail. That's my call. Also, Bob Snyder Jr. looks like he's got a fender rub on the right front tire. He's probably going to have to pull that thing pit side. I don't think that right front tire is going to last the full distance here.
Taking a look at the car over in turn 3, the 17 of Schneider, also the 90 of Huffman, getting hooked up to the tow truck down in turn number 4. 90 of Huffman still leaking some fluid on the track, so they will turn down into the infield. Caution lights have been turned out. The field's ready for green. We have 7 laps in, 23 laps to go for Tedesco. Rosenberry up front. We are racing. Rosenberry spins the tires. Tedesco pulls back alongside down into the first corner. But they're going to have a caution for a failed restart. Yellow flag for a failed restart as Rosenberry jumped that one a little bit. 7 complete, 23 to go. Tedesco and Rosenberry coming in. They'll see the green from Chief Starter tonight, Jason Neely, and they go to the line. We're underway. Good start for the 2 drivers at the front of the field as well as the rest of the pack. They go into the first turn. Leading the way, Ryan Tedesco off of turn number 2. Half a car length, he leads into turn 3. Some drivers trying to get to the bottom. The 118 of Brian Short, 18 of Mark Willison get together. They keep on rolling, able to keep on going. And what looked like it was going to be a sure caution, Short closed the door on Willison, and Willison was already there. Leading is Tedesco. 2nd place is Rosenberry. 3rd is Smith. 4th is the 63 of Sibla, who would right now win the points by a mere 3 over Smith as they finished in 3rd and 4th as they run right now. Tedesco leads by 2 car lengths over the Rosenberry towing Navigate number 2 of Alex Rosenberry. Tedesco, smooth, coming off of 2. Hardly makes a mistake, went out front of a feature race. We come in on lap number 11 this time. 11 complete, 19 to go for the number 70 of Ryan Tedesco. New body style for Tedesco. Got the fenders right in front of the door, tucked in behind the front tires. Nice looking paint scheme of gray and green coming back here for the season championship race. And he's putting a gap on the number 2 of Rosenberry. His exit of the corners, stellar. Our next, trouble on the backstretch almost as Brian Short and Rich Dessecker got together. Short and Dessecker get together, and now Dessecker returns the favor down in turns 3 and 4 as Dessecker spins the 118 of Brian Short in retaliation. As the number 12 of Smith is in 3rd, 63 of Sibla is in 4th. 7-point differential coming in. Right now, Smith would pick up 4 points. That would now make it a 3-point differential for Sibla. Of Tedesco, 2 of Rosenberry to the green, 12 in, 18 to go at Midvale Speedway in the season championship race for the late models. Good restart, we're underway. Down into turn number 1 we go, and Tedesco and Rosenberry are going at it hard. Sibla trying to get by Bubba Smith in the 3rd and 4th positions. That's big for the championship implications. Smith stays on the outside lane as Smith got a little bit sideways. And trouble, Brian Short in the 118, Gene Molnar Jr. in the 48 on the front stretch. That's going to bring out a yellow as they complete lap number 13. So 13 in, 17 to go. Brian Short in the 118 and the 48 of Molnar, the contact that brings out our yellow.
On pit side, I'll give an update as
Getting
soon
the
as I
118 of Short sent pit side for that. Yeah, Chris, they sent him off to the pit. He'll join the tail end of the field. That worked out perfectly. Green will come out of turn number 4. We're back underway. 12, make it 13 complete. 17 to go. Rosenberry, really good restart in the number 2, and back in the field, Riddle and Snyder get together, and around goes Schneider. Caution flag is out. The yellow flag is out for a spin in 1 and 2. Caution flag, it looked like Riddle and the 0 pushed up a little bit going through turns 1 and 2, got into the left rear quarter panel of Schneider and brought out the yellow for our first 13 laps. This field of 20 starters narrowed down a little bit. Still plenty of competitors out there. A long way to go. 17 from the finish as Rosenberry and Tedesco come in again for the green. Rosenberry beats them to the finish line. They go down into 1 and 2. The inside lane should start to pay off, but not quite yet. Rosenberry gets a great run off of 2. He goes into the lead. He takes it back from Tedesco. How about the youngster, Alex Rosenberry, into the number 1 spot. Sibla's going to move into 3rd. Rick Sibla into 3rd. Smith back to 4th, so Sibla outright trying to claim the championship. Oh, Bubba Smith closes the door on Mike Miller, and Miller checked up. He could have crashed those 2 cars badly. On the front stretch, Smith had no idea Miller was looking to the outside, and Mike Miller with a headsy job of driving on the backstretch. We have surpassed the lap 15 mark. It's past halfway, 16 in, 14 to go for Rosenberry in the 2. Tedesco in the 70, Sibla in the 63, Smith in the 12, and the 54 of Doug McMillan. Top 5 in our running order. 13 laps to go for the number 2 of Rosenberry and the 70 of Tedesco. Racing action at Midvale Speedway on TV2 in Tuscarawas County and surrounding areas. Big thanks to those great folks for coming down to record us tonight. I'm the voice of Midvale Speedway, Adam Mackey. With me, Chris Kale, the roving announcer pit side. Doing a great job over in the Midvale Speedway pit area. 1 night of racing left in the 2012 season. The season championships tonight. The Fall Classic coming up on Saturday, September 15th at Midvale Speedway. All the information online at midvalespeedway.com as Rosenberry leads the way. Some shuffling back in the field. And Brian Short picks up about 3 spots on the front straightaway as he makes a big move. 10 laps remain for the number 2 of Rosenberry. who amazingly passed Tedesco on the last restart. Who would have thunk it? But Tedesco has his work cut out for him, trying to get back around the number 2 of Rosenberry on the final 9 circuits. 21 laps complete. Sibla running third on his way to a championship. The door has been opened. Tedesco couldn't close it quite yet. He wasn't able to get to the inside. He'll look to the outside down in 3 and 4. Battled for the lead positions. Rosenberry and Tedesco. Both drivers from New Philadelphia. Rosenberry about a half a season in this late model in his rookie year in the class. Drove a modified for a season and a half. Picked up a top 5 points finish a year ago with 1 feature win in his rookie season in a modified. Tedesco, former track champion at Midvale Speedway in the late model division. Also a former ASA Touring Series late model event winner on a number of occasions. And Rosenberry really got sideways coming off of 4 that time at the completion of lap 24, 6 to go, and it'll be 5 to go this time on the longest green flag run of the race. Rosenberry has his hands full right now. Tedesco and Sibla are closing, and the Rosenberry towing Navigate number 2 really getting out of shape, missing his marks a little bit as well, as Tedesco and Sibla will try to apply some pressure, try to get those pipes to burst. On the final 4 circuits now, 26 in for Rosenberry, Tedesco and Sibla. Bubba Smith running in 4th. Gene Molnar Jr. has taken his ride pit side. Rosenberry by a car length heading into turn 3. The only battle to worry about right now, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Who will come away with the championship weekend hardware? 3 to go that time. Tedesco looking high again. He got a little too high coming off a 2. Had to check up just slightly. He still stays within a car length. 2 laps to go. 28 complete for Rosenberry, Tedesco, and Sibla. What a race. Front of the field. Rosenberry slips up. Tedesco right there again. If he makes that mistake again, Tedesco's about to fill the opening. He'll look to the outside. White flag waving. 1 to go for Rosenberry. Tedesco right there waiting for a mistake. He'll look to the inside, coming off of 2. Battle for the lead on the backstretch. Tedesco sideways. Rosenberry closes the door. The race to turn 4. The race to the checkered. And Rosenberry, the season championship win. Tedesco 2nd. 3rd spot to the 63 of Sibla. He'll claim the championship. 4th, Bubba Smith, close in the championship race. Finishing 6th is Mike Miller. Make it 5th is Mike Miller. What a finish in our McIntosh Oil Company late model division tonight. Chris Cale, how about that race?
Well, I'll tell you what, once the field settled down, after we got through the halfway point, just an outstanding race. And you got to give a call to the rookie, man. What a great job, Alex Rosenberry, in that number 2 ride. Hey, Adam, I was just down here with Alex's dad, and he said he can't breathe. He couldn't give me a word. So just ecstatic over here in the Rosenberry team.
Down here in Midvale Speedway, downtown Ford Victory Lane, the victory lap has been completed. They're going to send the number 2 car around too. They didn't tell the drivers before the race that they had to stop in turn 3, I don't believe, but they were going to check them anyway. What an event, what a championship race. Bubba Smith, who finishes runner-up in the points. Car just wasn't there for him tonight in the feature, but what a great season he had, a great second half of the season. Bubba Smith, a runner-up finish in points. You won a couple championships here. Sibla got one this year. What a challenge. What a good, clean race between the top 7 competitors up front.
Yeah, it was tough tonight with that little invert. Probably would have helped if we'd have had a bigger one, maybe get caught up in some traffic or something. Car wasn't good on the restarts. If I could be good on the restarts, I might be able to stay up there with Rosenberry, and maybe you couldn't have got around me, but the car just wasn't good on the first couple laps of a restart and just came up a little bit short this year.
Must be a little warm inside the car. You got a little steam coming off of you tonight. First time we can say that this season.
Yeah, finally cool out, so it feels good out here. Won't be sweating so bad tonight.
Good job this season. Runner-up, let's hear it for Bubba Smith in the points. Rick Sibla, the point champion, coming to the line. Alex Rosenberry, the season champion, at the line. The Rosenberry towing Navigate car. Your winner's out of there. There's Alex Rosenberry. Alex, congratulations on the win. Rick Sybil also climbing out behind us, the track point champion. Wow. Tedesco got you on the outside lane, then later in the race you had the opportunity and somehow you got him back. Did you ever think you could do that?
A veteran like him, I mean, I'm proud that I passed him on the outside. That's usually his line, but no, had so much fun tonight running with Ryan and Ricky in the championship. Great for him. Proud of all their team. They work hard week in, week out. Can't thank my mom, my dad, Navigate, Larry Clay, Ryan Tedesco. He started helping us when we got into stock cars, so big thanks to him too. Had a lot of fun tonight. Thanks to everyone that's ever been a part of this car.
Great run tonight. Let's hear it for your 2012 season race champion, Alex Rosenberry. And now on to our point championship for the number 63 of Rick Sibla. Rick, congratulations. 63 car, good this season, really good first half of the year. Had some bad luck middle part of the season. You finished strong tonight. Won it outright by getting around the number 12 car. You knew you had to finish at least within a position of him. It was that close coming into the race.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be tough, you know, with all the fast cars starting up front, and Bubba's always tough to run with. But this thing just worked good. We worked hard all year, running 2 tracks. I'm supposed to go to work tonight, but that ain't happening. I want to congratulate Alex. He run a great race tonight. So did Ryan. And man, I'm just pumped. This is awesome.
Great run. Let's hear it for Rick Sibla, the winner of the 2012 track championship at Midvale Speedway in the McIntosh Oil Company late model division. We'll be back up next with a pure stock feature.
Hey, Adam, got the second place finisher in points over here. 4th place finish tonight, Bubba. I know you were probably surprised to see Ricky come around you on the outside there. Looked like you were doing what you needed to do for the championship, but just came up a little bit short tonight. Tell me your feelings.
It was a fun year. The car wasn't good on restarts, so he was better on the outside, and I just kept spinning the tires off the corner, and he just got a good run on the outside and cleared me and got down, and then we just rode it out to the end.
Yeah, it looked like the car really, right there at the midpoint of the race, once we started to get some green flag laps running, seemed like the car was pretty loose coming off the corner. Is that what you felt in the seat?
Yeah, the car was pretty free off the corner, and then we had that oil dry down in 4, so it made it a little hard to get off 4. The car just wasn't there tonight, and it didn't really matter if Sibla wouldn't have got around me. He would have still been right behind me, and he would have still beat me. So he won, and congratulations to that crew. They had a great season, and then they deserve it.
I'll tell you what, nothing to hang your head about. Good second place run. You've been a champion here before, and I'm sure you'll be back. I know it had to be tough getting through the first part of the season. The car wasn't near up to your expectations, but it seems like as the season went on, towards the end of the season, the car really came around. Looking for good things from you for next year.
Yeah, when you lose by such a short margin, you just sit back and think of what if or what could have happened. I had an air cleaner bolt break one night and lose the air cleaner, and that ended the night early. That's like 3 positions. I'd have been right back in there. But, Sibla was better than me this year. He was more consistent, and he just came up the winner this year. Hopefully we can come back next year and go at it again.
Anybody you want to thank on this 12 tonight? Give you your last opportunity in the 2012 season.
Yeah, definitely got to thank my mom and dad. They're the one that puts all this together. Tommy and Joe Walker's been here helping us getting this car on a rail. I got to thank Mike and Kirk. They bust their balls and do anything they got to do to get this car on the track. And if it wasn't for those guys, we wouldn't be doing this.
Congratulations, Bubba, on a good second place finish in the championship and a good 4th place run tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Bubba Smith in the number 12.
And then, I think the following Monday, the construction process begins on the front straightaway with all of the grandstands as well as other stuff. Obviously, new catch fence all the way around the speedway that's taken place. Your event in the pure stock division will start in the final starting spot. The Earl's Limo Service, Tri-County Coin Amusements, number 131 from Canton, Ohio, the veteran driver. 11th in the standings, Tom Early. The Bonnie's Engraver Gallery, Grandma's Nightmare, car 0, 8th in points from Scioto, Ohio, George Bowers. A rookie driver in the pure stock division, the red, white, and blue car number 9, Harmon's Auto Body, 2 Flash Photography sponsored ride from Massillon, Ohio, 10th in points. This is Nick Harmon. On the outside lane, another driver that we've seen a lot of in the pure stock division over the years, the number 50 car from Canton, Ohio. Oliver's Garage, Deals on Wheels, Smith's Auto Sales, Stewart Flooring, Joe Oliver. On the inside of row number 4, it is the number 5 car, Shelby Sweets and Treats, Canton Car Connection, Twins Auto Sales, Thin Blue Line Security, sponsored ride from Massillon, Ohio, 6th in points, Vince Martin. Starting in the 6th position, the Absolute Machine Tools, Bucky Mowing, Eastern Ohio Sports Complex, car number 2, top qualifier tonight. He starts from the 6th position. From Dover, Ohio, 3rd in the standings, Joe Leinard. Starting 5th, the Ace Auto Body Gym Service Classic Car Creations, M&D Design, number 31. He's had a great season, won a number of features. He comes in 2nd in points. He's also from Dover, Ohio, Bill Abill. In the 4th starting position, outside of row number 2. He's been a top qualifier a number of times this season. I believe 1 feature win in this pure stock division this campaign. Canton Car Connection, Thin Blue Line Security, Ace Auto Body, and Shelby Sweets and Treats, the sponsors for the number 6. 4th in the standings from Canton, Ohio, Mike Martin. Starting 3rd, the Malavite Excavating, J&B Feed and Supply, Bowling Shoes Cars, DeVille Apartments, number 82. The driver from East Sparta, a number of feature wins in his sophomore season in the Pure Stocks, Don Boron Jr. And on the front row, looking for his 3rd straight Pure Stock Division point championship, a sizable lead coming in, the Wisman Motorsports, Stewart Flooring, PhilChalmers.com, Word of Life Church, Scenic Wood Products, 49. He's picked up a couple of wins as of late in the last month or so from Canton, Ohio, Teddy Oliver. And starting on the pole position, the Canton Car Connection, Canton Auto Sales, Ace Auto Body, Hoopy's Route 66, and Wicked Weekends, number 13. Won on opening night this season at Midvale Speedway from Massillon, Ohio, 7th in points, Bill Shimko. Let's hear it one time, the whole starting field of Pure Stocks. They've been competitive all season long. They turn times that are extremely close to one another. It's about who gets out front and doesn't make a mistake to claim the victory. They've run some clean races this year. Hopefully tonight's another one. They'll be back with us next week. Teddy Oliver, a great opening start, goes down into the first turn. He and Shimko get together a little bit. They keep on trucking in the right direction. Here comes the number 6 of Mike Martin. He gets up into the number 2 position. Boron trying to move up in the second groove as well, with Oliver leading lap 1. Teddy Oliver leading the way in the number 49, looking to claim the season championship win as well as the track championship title with the points. Abil on the inside of Shimko for the number 4 spot. Mike Martin for the lead on the outside of Teddy Oliver. We saw Oliver get passed on the outside lane earlier, and now Martin in the 6 is strong out there, and he's moving forward. Joe Oliver in the number 50 car spins off into the infield. And yellow flag coming out for the number 50 of Joe Oliver. Green flag coming off of turn number 4 underway as Mike Martin on the outside lane, Teddy Oliver on the inside, race down into the corner. Martin and Oliver side by side down the backstretch. Martin with a half car length advantage trying to clear the 49 of Oliver. Oliver gets through turn 3 a little bit better. Martin gets off of turn 4 better and will lead lap number 3. And Mike Martin, the new leader, close the door on Teddy Oliver. Oliver in the 2nd spot. Battle for 3rd between the 31 car of Bill Abill and the 82 of Don Boron Jr. Oliver nearly spins his car. He still might. He will down in the corner as Boron gets into the left rear quarter panel. And caution flag is out. Martin will bring the field off of corner 4 as we get back underway at Midvale Speedway in this pure stock feature. Mike Martin beating Teddy Oliver through turns 3 and 4. Here comes Bill Abill in the 31 car. Abill in the 31 on the inside of Teddy Oliver. Down in turns 1 and 2. Abill will move into second. Martin leading with Bill Abill running second. Third is Joe Leinard. Fourth is Teddy Oliver, and running fifth at number 5 of Vince Martin. Lap number 8 on the board this time. 8 complete, 12 to go. Closing on the halfway mark of the season championship race for the pure stock division. Five cars front of the pack in a breakaway, and then we've got the 6-car pack deep in the field. 50 of Joe Oliver, 9 of Nick Harmon racing for position again. Earlier, Harmon and Oliver got together. Oliver on the inside, Harmon on the outside lane. George Bowers in the 0 pulls off into the pits. We're halfway, 10 complete, 10 to go for Mike Martin. Oliver and Harmon continue to battle for 6th. Boron also mired deep in the field, trying to make his way around a couple of cars. Mike Martin, your leader. 8 to go for the Canton Car Connection Thin Blue Line Security. Shelby Sweets and Treats, number 6. Trouble down in turns 1 and 2. 82 of Don Boron Jr., 13 of Shimko get together. Several divisions of action, including all of our regular classes, plus figure 8s and the trailer race. Green flag, turn 4. Mike Martin into the lead. Abill trying it in that outside groove, just not going to be able to do it. He's going to drop back into the second spot. He will go to the bottom, protect the inside lane as Leinard and Oliver race for third in front of Vince Martin, who's in the number 5 spot. Martin leading. 4 laps to go this time. It will be 16 complete. 4 to go for the number 6 of Mike Martin. Oh, a little bit of contact. Joe Leinard, Bill Abill for second. That allows Teddy Oliver to get to the inside of Leinard for third. And Leinard closes the door on Oliver. Leinard still grabbing a hold of the wheel. He's sideways. May have a tire down. He does. The left rear tire down on Joe Leinard's number 2. Leinert in the 2 will eventually spin it on the backstretch. Early drives to the infield to avoid it, and yellow is out. Number 2 of Leinert closed the door on Teddy Oliver going into turn 3. When he did, they made some contact. It cut the left rear tire on Leinert's number 2.
Down on Joe Leinert's number 2. Leinert in the 2 will...
Coming to green turn, number 4, good restart. We're back underway. Martin back into the lead. Abel has Oliver looking to the inside. He's in there going into the third turn. Abel giving him room. Oliver still fighting outside. Actually, Abel's going to hold him off now, be able to close the door and hang on to the second position. This next time around, it'll be the white flag. Just one lap left in this pure stock feature. White flag for the number 6 of Mike Martin. Down the backstretch, the 6 of Martin pulls out to nearly a car length lead going into turn 3. Coming off of 4, it is the Canton Car Connection. Shelby Sweets and Treats, number 6 of Martin, the victory. Abel second. Teddy Oliver finishes in the number 3 position. 4th was Boron. 5th place, Vince Martin. 6th place, Joe Oliver. 7th, Bill Shimko. 8th, Tom Early. 9th, Joe Leinert. And 10th was George Bowers. And the skid plate race still coming our way, the wild skid plate race here tonight at Midvale Speedway. Vince Martin going over to shake the hand of Teddy Oliver to congratulate him on his point championship. Mike Martin going to loop it around and come into victory lane the other way. Watch yourself. Teddy's going to take the flag around for his point championship win. As they will go nose piece to nose piece here in Victory Lane at Midvale Speedway. The Summit Racing Economy Modified 25 lapper up next. Your winner, he can hear you now, Mike Martin. Mike, right over here. Congratulations on the victory here tonight. It's been a long, tough season for you. You've been good. A lot of nights, fast qualifier, just didn't have things fall your way. Tonight, they fell your way and you claimed the win. Good job.
Thank you. And I'd like to dedicate this to my kids and my niece Shelby and all my brother's kids, and especially my brother.
Vince, your brother helping you out, giving you a car to drive again in 2012. It's been a good season for you. You've won in a couple different cars, and I know you want to win in one more later tonight.
All right, I got the skid plate done.
Skid plate car coming up later. He's picked up wins in skid plate earlier this season. Your winner of the season championship for the Pure Stocks, Mike Martin. On to our point champion in the 49. Teddy, claiming a victory in the championship, 3rd year in a row. Raced a lot of seasons in your career before you picked up your first point championship, and now you seem to have the knack for it. You've won 3 in a row. Good job again this year.
Yeah, I'd like to say special thanks to John and Patty Wisman, Adam Stewart for supplying the motor, and Brian Tuckey and Angie Tuckey. If it wasn't for them, I couldn't have done it.
I thought for sure your car would be good tonight, season championship night, try to pick up the feature win and the championship win. It was just a tick off, I think.
The only thing we wanted to do was just qualify good and just run for points.
And you did that. You won the championship, your winner. Let's hear it again. 3 in a row for Teddy Oliver. Good job by all of our Pure Stock competitors this season. Have the Season finale coming up. With drivers like Smart and Archer and McClintock that have raced in our sports stock division over the years. Then you've got the 31 of Meyer, a longtime modified competitor. Lucas Ripley taking over the wheel of the 00 of his dad. Todd Ripley is piloted. Starting at the back of the field. He's top qualifier. He's the points leader, and I think by starting this race, he's got it locked up. Looking to claim the championship and looking to claim a win in the feature tonight. The Adam Myers Podiatry Shokato Maslin Machine, Kurt Guerin MD, and Andy Miller Podiatry car from Dover, Ohio, Randy Smart. On the outside lane, the green number 38 car, a familiar face here at the Speedway, third in the standings from Dover. The Blick Tool and Die, Broad Run Cheese House, Glass Lumber, Federated Auto, and Crocker's Lawn and Garden Car from Dover, Ohio, Kevin McClintock. On the inside lane, the Archomotive, Orwick's Tree Service, number 28, a veteran, as I mentioned earlier, in the sports stock and pure stock division from Canton, Ohio, Scott Archer. To the outside lane, a rookie competitor in our modified division took over the wheel a couple weeks ago from his father, Todd. The DNC Machine, Stepping Stone Residential, Trenton Service, 00 from Denison, Ohio, Lucas Ripley. On the inside, a veteran modified driver with wins at a number of speedways throughout the state of Ohio. The All Parts Auto Care, Bob's Auto Sales, McIntosh Oil Company, number 31. He's picked up a couple of feature wins here this season from Canton, Doug Meyer. The Rosenberry Towing Navigate car number 12 on the outside lane, runner-up in the standings. This car this season has been driven by a few different drivers.
Remember, guys,
Rolling now, the modifieds of the Summit Racing Economy Modified Division for a 25-lap season championship feature on McIntosh Oil Company and Smith's Auto Sales Night at Midvale Speedway. Thanks again to the folks that come out to the racetrack, as well as those watching on local TV2. Son of Todd Ripley, the grandson of Jack Ripley. Number 28 car of Scott Archer coming out to race with us the last few nights of the year. From Canton, Ohio, the 38 of Kevin McClintock, second quick in qualifying at a new track record for the point leader, most likely the track champion, Randy Smart in the 17. Green flag, 25 laps, turn number 4. They're underway. Adam Mackey and Chris Cale to bring you the action here on TV2 tonight. We come off of turn number 2, and into the lead goes Matthew Mills in the 4 car. Closes the door on Greg Hull in the 15. Mills goes into the number 1 position for lap 1, looking for his first feature win in his career at Midvale Speedway. He has competed with the karting series, as did Alex Rosenberry, who won the late model race earlier tonight. Could be a big night for the karting series competitors if Mills can pick up a feature win. He leads lap number 2. Second spot is Justin Courtney. Third is Lee McCreary. Fourth, Greg Hull. And a battle for 5th between Mike Green and the number 12 of Glenn Jewell. Interesting to see how the number 2 car of Lee McCreary does once he catches Courtney and the 4 of Mills. McCreary's been a tough challenger this season, has won 2, came very close to winning a 3rd or 4th feature this season as well. Mike Green shuffled high, coming down the backstretch, nearly got up into the 8 car of Huffman. Huffman, bad luck in the late model race earlier tonight, got caught up in his 90 car, but is working his way forward on the outside lane, and Huffman moves up into the number 5 position on the outside of Hull. For the lead, the 83 car of Justin Courtney racing with the number 4 of Mills. I think Mills might be developing a miss in that car. Engine maybe not quite up to speed heading down the straightaways. He is losing power. So Mills in the 4 losing power at the front of the field. We complete 6 this time. 19 to go for Matthew Mills, but just hoping that car makes it to the finish for the New Philadelphia driver. For the second position, the number 2 of Lee McCreary and the 83 of Justin Courtney. Courtney won with the number 5 on the side of the car a few weeks ago. Changed the paint scheme to honor his fallen godfather, Dan Madej, and now McCreary's going to be able to squeeze by on that inside lane. Glenn Jewell, the veteran, and that Rosenberry towing number 12 is working forward. Bumping going on for 2nd and 3rd. Into the 3rd spot goes the number 12 car of Glenn Jewell. Back to 4th goes Courtney in the 83. We got trouble down in turns 3 and 4 as the 83 of Courtney goes around. Caution for the 83 of Justin Courtney. The number 2 of McCreary might have more power on the start. In fact, I would almost guarantee he does, as the green flag will come out of turn number 4. Back underway. Number 2 of McCreary pulls ahead going down into the first turn. Mills still fighting on the inside lane, but Lee McCreary off of turn number 2 goes into the lead. McCreary into the top spot. Mills drops to 2nd. Glenn Jewell for 3rd. Closes the door on Emerson Huffman, but that in turn opens the door for Westlake momentarily. It'll be lap number 10 at the line complete this time. 10 laps in and 15 to go in the season championship race for the Summit Racing Economy Modifieds. Ten laps in, 15 to go. That was not the halfway mark, as shown by Jason Neely. Lee McCreary in the number 2 car leading the way. 2nd place is Matthew Mills. 3rd place, the number 12 of Glenn Jewell. Scott Archer in the 28 car racing with the number 8 car. '28 of Archer picks up a spot, move him into the number 6 position. Matthew Mills running 2nd. Running 3rd is Glenn Jewell. Now we're halfway. We're going to do it again. Halfway for the 2nd time. 13 complete and 12 to go. McCreary leading the way. Oh, a little bit of contact between Doug Meyer and the 31 and the 51. of Bill Westlake. That shuffles the field a little bit. Mills holding on to second, but Glenn Jewell in the number 12 car is right there. Final 10 laps now with 15 in and 10 to go. For Lee McCreary, the new Philadelphia driver, Glenn Jewell challenging Matthew Mills, who picked up a runner-up finish a couple weeks ago and looks like he could be on his way to another. McCreary leading. Mills second. Third spot, Glenn Jewell, the veteran driver, made his return after about a 10-year break a week or two ago in the modifieds, driving for the Rosenberry team. Right now, Mills holding him off by protecting the inside lane. Jewell drives to the bottom, and it was a close call for the second and third place cars down in 3. Mills going to have to do a better job of that, of protecting, as now third, fourth, fifth, and sixth have closed. Mills, McCreary, Jewell, Westlake, Meyer, the top 5 in the running order. 6 to go that time, and things are about to heat up. Second on back on this season championship night at Midvale Speedway. Glenn Jewell in the number 12 car with 5 to go. Will try to get around the number 4, Mills. He's really not looked to the outside yet. He's been following him closely, and I think he knows that Westlake, as well as Doug Meyer and the number 28 of Archer right there, if he makes a mistake, goes high, they might be able to freight train him on the inside lane. 4 laps to go for Lee McCreary, looking for his 3rd win of the season. If this race stays green and he keeps his car in the right direction, he's on his way to the easy victory tonight. Glenn Jewell, a little bit of contact with Mills for second there. Mills, the modified rookie, Glenn Jewell, who's won modified championships and plenty of features here at the track. Back years ago in the 24 car. Also drove a number 11 car, I think, for a short time in the modifieds. 2 to go for the 2 of McCreary as we get down to the final stage of this Summit Racing Economy Modified feature here at Midvale Speedway on TV2. Brought to you by JD Byrider. Coming to the white flag, 1 to go for Lee McCreary. Matthew Mills holding on to the ill-running number 4 car in second. Third spot, the number 12 of Glenn Jewell, and fourth is Westlake, and off of turn number 4, the number 2 of New Philadelphia's Lee McCreary, the season championship winner. Mills finishes second, finishing third, the number 12 car of Glenn Jewell, finishing fourth, the 51 of Westlake, and fifth, the 31 of Doug Meyer.
After that caution, I don't know if maybe he had some debris in the carburetor or something, but seemed like it started to run a little bit better. Was still falling down at the end of the straightaway, though, so it would have been interesting to see what would have happened if he would have had a full song underneath the hood.
Yeah, definitely something wrong with that number 4 car of Mills as he does finish in the second spot, though. Glenn Jewell finishing in the number 3 position, the veteran modified driver making his return a couple of weeks ago, and he's had some good runs, no doubt. He didn't really get very rusty in his time off. So he gets another solid finish, just like he left off some 10 years ago or so in the modifieds. Point champion also stopped over in turn number 3. He claimed the modified championship, the 17 of Smart. Pulling to the line, the M&D designed number 2, 3rd feature win on the season. For sale sign on the car here, would be a good one to buy. It's no doubt competitive. McCombs Market, Cars Automotive, a couple of other sponsors on this ride as well. He raced this year in memory of his fallen father, Bill McCreary, passed away, I believe, after the 2011 season. Your winner, Lee McCreary. Lee, congratulations. This is win number 3. You had a chance for 4 or 5. What a great year you had in this modified.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Yeah, I let a couple of them slip away from me this year, but this makes up for it.
You know, you did spend a lot of money on this car, no doubt. But you run a lower budget operation than a lot of these guys over in the pits, so that takes a lot of hard work on the car to keep up with some of those expensive rides that you compete against. This is an older car, and you've put it in a victory lane 3 times. Shows how competitive a car can be if you put a lot of hard time and work in it.
Yeah, but you ain't going to believe this. This thing ain't even been on the scales yet.
Well, you might want to put it on the scales. It'd probably go slower.
I ain't touching it. I hope somebody buys it.
Lee McCreary's got the car for sale. It's a good modified, no doubt. He claims the season championship win, and now the point championship winner rolling into downtown Ford Victory Lane here tonight. What a solid season. He's claimed a pure stock championship. Claimed a pure stock championship a number of years ago. A one sports stock championship, came extremely close in the compact division for a championship. And now he claims a modified championship. Your winner, Randy Smart, champion of the modified division. Randy, the season started amazingly for you in the 17 car with a number of feature wins. Then you went on a little bit of a lull, got back into victory lane. I think Tedesco drove it to victory one night. You were pretty solid finishing out the season, and tonight you set the track record. You broke your own track record in qualifying by just 1/1000th of a second.
Yeah, I was, ever since I got that track record at the beginning of the year last year, I always wondered if it was accurate or not because I could never get close to it again. So tonight would prove that to me, and I'm glad I could do that.
Lee McCreary with the little congratulation, trying to pull you away from the interview here. He's pretty happy with his 3rd win and just kind of got stuck deep in the field and never had enough cautions to get jumbled up to try to make big moves in that race.
Yeah, it was. Sometimes they go like that, side by side. You can't go anywhere. I don't know. It seemed really good early on, and later in the race, it just maybe a little loose, I don't know. Didn't want to tear the car up. Had one of my sponsors tell me that we might be doing something different next year, so got to have this thing worth some money if we're going to move on.
There you go, your point champion, the 17 of Randy Smart. That's it for our racing action on TV2 for the night. I want to thank all the folks that have tuned in on TV2 for our broadcast here at Midvale Speedway. Chris Kale over in the pits bringing us our roving announcing. Adam Mackey calling the action here on TV2. Thank you for tuning in as well.
Matthew Mills and Matt, your dad told me we heard the car missing. Your dad told me that the battery was laying down on you a little bit and it happened to you in the heat race. Do you think things could have been different if you wouldn't have had that problem, or was Lee just pretty strong?
Well, we had it on charge right after the heat race. We knew what was wrong. Right when the caution came out is when it really started to mess up. Then it just got worse from there on. So I think maybe if it was a little bit better, I think we might have had something for Lee, but he definitely had his car dialed in for tonight.
I'll tell you what, this thing just keeps getting better each and every week. Still contemplating that move up next year?
Yeah, we got to try it. We can always come back. This is a fun class, no doubt. Guys that I'm racing with are great, earning a lot of respect from them, but you got to move up sometime.
All right, that's Matthew Mills. Good second place finish, tying his career best tonight. Also going to give him a chance to thank his sponsors tonight.
Tonight I got to thank Mom and Dad for putting all this together. Dennison T-shirt graphics, Kendall Motor Oil, Blindinger and Family Truck Repair, and Kenny Carroll and Kevin McClintock. They've been helping us out a lot. It's really paid off.
Okay, thanks, Matt. Matthew Mills ties his career best finish in second place.
Had problems with this car in qualifying, had problems with it in the heat, trying to get it running right for the feature, and it's run pretty doggone right a lot of times this year, claiming a number of feature victories. The Ennis Racing, Haas Body Shop, Dunwoody Motorsports, Animal Racing, 09, second in the standings coming in from New Philadelphia, Wes Ennis. In the Swaney Racing, Amvet's Post, 1338, North Star Metals, Standard Automotive, number 57, 8th in the points on just a semi-regular basis this season, but tonight he set quick time in our compact division from New Philadelphia, Mike Swaney. On the outside, Mike Sun in car number 27, second quick in the qualifying session. The CJ's drive-through, My Museum Tattoo, North Star Metals, Standard Automotive, and AmVet's 27 car won the championship in the stock compacts last year as a rookie. Moves up to the compacts, wins the championship this year. From New Philadelphia, Braden Swaney. On the inside lane, the Ennis Racing number 20, good qualifying effort. Well, actually broke his qualifying effort in the heat race earlier tonight. Got this car running well. Limited experience behind the wheel, but it didn't show earlier tonight in the heat. We'll see how it runs in the feature. Larry Ennis Jr. To the outside lane, the Vegas Knights, Everhard Glass, car number 16. Pretty good run the last time he was here in a feature. Ran well at Barberton the last time he was there in a feature. And tonight in the heat race, picking up the win from Malvern, Ohio, car number 16, Clayton Oliver. Driving a couple divisions tonight, the small oval and the big oval in the compacts. The Bucky Mowing, Sensel, Fennicum Insurance, car number 41. This is Tim Frederick. To our 6th starting position. Winning a couple of races this year. 3rd in points despite not being here every night. The Shook Auto, Pangrazio's Pizza, number 8 from Tusky, Ohio, Jeffrey Orr. In the 5th starting position. Picked up a heat race win earlier tonight. The Bowers Towing, Cater for You, Phil's Car Care, number 59 from Akron, Ohio. This car sits 10th in the standings, Bill Jane. Starting in the 4th position. Longtime driver in our compact division. Hasn't raced a lot with us this year. Did pick up a feature win earlier this season in the Cliff Cox car. Driving tonight, his old car, the number 35 from Uricksville, John McNutt. Starting 3rd, the Vegas Knights, Skilled Games, number 4. Normally driving it is A.J. Vassalou. Tonight behind the wheel, former Midvale Speedway late model racer, as well as the competitor up at Canton Motor Speedway over the years, Danny Chrislip. On to our front row starters, the 133 on the outside of row number 1. Starting 2nd, the Country Boy Motorsports Hilltop Drive-Thru, number 133 from Tusky, Lenny Orr. And on the pole position, formerly driving a number 42 car, he's driven the Bucky machines a couple times this season. The Keister Implement, Eastern Ohio Sports Complex, Leggett Tire, and Bucky Mowing, number 50 from Sherrisville. This is Ryan Schreffler. That is your starting field, our final regular feature of the evening. This, our compact division on the big oval. Then up next will be skid plate racing time here at Midvale Speedway. Thanks to all the fans that have come down during the course of the year. Remember, we got one night left, and one night only after this one, Fall Classic next Saturday. Get ready to go so that their windshields clear off. A lot of them were fogging up a little bit from the cool conditions. Coming to green, turn number 4, Danny Chrislip in the 4, John McNutt in the 35, the 59 of Bill Jane starts 5th. Here we go, green, turn 4. We're underway for 15 laps. Jeffrey Orr in the number 8 car trying to make a 3-wide move in the outside groove. Clayton Oliver sideways, gets into Bill Jane in the right quarter. That's going to hurt Clayton Oliver. He's going to slip back. We've got him 3 wide at the front of the field, and John McNutt in the 35 is on the move. 3rd groove, here he goes. Can he lead lap 1 outside of Schreffler and Orr? And he does. John McNutt into the lead. McNutt into the lead. For the, back of the field, we've got trouble. Larry Ennis Jr. and Mike Swaney get together, and that brings out a yellow 1 lap in.
McNutt into the lead. For the back of the field, we've got trouble. Larry Ennis Jr. and Mike Swaney get together, and that brings out a yellow 1 lap in.
Up ready to go. It was Ennis Jr. in the 20 and Swaney in the 57 that got together to bring out our yellow. Green flag, 14 to go. Braden Swaney, the point champion, working his way up in the 27 as well. '09 car of Wes Innes off the pace. Caution flag out for the '09 of Innes. Green flag, turn 4, 1 in, 14 to go. John McNutt goes into the lead. Mike Swaney, top qualifier problems. He'll pull off into the infield. McNutt leading, Orr second. Braden Swaney third. Clayton Oliver in the number 16 car trying to move up into fourth. And Innes, the 20 car, gets into the wall. That's going to bring out a caution. Larry Innes Jr. is moving around inside the vehicle. Looks like he hit the backstretch wall.
Trying to move up into fourth.
Skid plate race up next. We're going to come to green off of turn 4. A long way to go, 13 from the finish. Season championship night. Here we go. Jeffrey Orr has gone into the lead. McNutt and Swaney in a battle for the second position. Swaney goes to the outside of McNutt for the number 2 position down the backstretch. Braden Swaney outside of John McNutt. Swaney gets a look to the inside of McNutt in turn number 2, a little bit sideways. McNutt continues to close the door. Now Swaney goes back to the outside with Orr leading the way. 6 laps in, 9 to go. Clayton Oliver, the 16 involved now. Oliver for third. Good run for Swaney in 1 and 2. Gets to the outside momentarily on the 35 of McNutt. Swaney and McNutt for second. McNutt closing the door on Swaney on the front stretch. Contact from the 16 car of Oliver with the 35 of McNutt, who was blocking both lanes. 9 laps in and 6 to go this time by. Swaney again drives into turn 3, trying to work by John McNutt. McNutt taking Swaney up the track down in turn 4. He'll close the door on the front stretch. Swaney's going to get frustrated as he slams his hand on the steering wheel coming down the front stretch. John McNutt driving him all over the racetrack. "12 laps in, 3 to go this time." Clayton Oliver takes the number 2 position. McNutt on the high side. Now here comes Swaney on the inside lane down the backstretch. 3-car battle for the number 2 position. McNutt shuffled back. Orr leading the way. Swaney up to second. Clayton Oliver will take third. White flag this time. 1 more lap to go for the number 8 car of Jeffrey Orr, and Swaney has now caught the leader. Swaney looks to the outside. A last lap battle for the lead. Orr inside. Swaney outside lane. Who's going to do it? Looks like Orr's in the position to do so. Swaney's car a little bit better. Middle of 3 and 4. They'll come to the checkered, and Jeffrey Orr will claim the victory. Second spot to Swaney. Third spot to Oliver. And 4th spot to the 41 car of Tim Frederick. The Jack's Auto Express Tusky Transmission number 8 car picking up the win in our season championship race tonight. All right, Jeff, congratulations on the win. The number 8 car tonight, picking up the victory. Wasn't quite as quick as maybe it was earlier this season, but able to pick up the win.
Yeah, we got the job done. I mean, we tried hard. I gotta thank John McNutt for helping us with the car, making sure she turns good. He does a good job with these cars. I mean, he's a veteran, and it's great to race with him, you know. And I want to say congratulations to Braden Swaney for winning the points. I mean, he's a hell of a kid for 14 years old, or 15, sophomore in high school. I mean, I wish I could have been in his boots and had 2 wins underneath my belt. This is my first championship, actually, even race win. So I'm kind of proud of that.
Season championship victory to the number 8 car of Jeffrey Orr. As all the skid plate cars come onto the raceway. Congratulations, Braden. What a run. Came up short. Took a long time to get around the really wide car in front of you. But after you did, you caught Jeff, you ran him down. But what a great season. Second championship in as many years. Good job.
Thanks. Yeah, you know, I probably could have had a good run at that race. You know, maybe have won it. You know, some people wouldn't have been blocking the whole race and stuff, but really I just thank my dad a lot and all my sponsors, my museum tattoo shop, Standard Automotive, CJ's Drive-Thru, Bucky Mowing, North Star Metals, and Wesleyanis, my mom, my dad, my step-parents, everybody.
Your winner of the championship in 2012 in the compact division, Braden Swaney. And now it's time for the skid plate race. I don't even want to think about what it's going to be like trying to score this race. Trying to figure out who's going to win this thing because there are a lot of vehicles pulling into the infield. Holy cow. They'll get all of their skid plates on if they have enough. Let's hope they do.
Hey, Adam, I'm down here. Don't forget, I'll be riding shotgun with Jason Neely in this official's number 121 machine.
Yeah, baby, right here. Right. Pure stock champion right there, Teddy all. Of course I am. The old dirt trackers. There you go. You got to be pretty good at that then, huh? There you go. Where are you going to drive one of these? Oh, okay. Bubba, now what do you got to do tonight to win this one? What do you got to do?
Survive the big one. There's going to be a big one in turn one on the first lap.
Yeah.
Patient.
Yeah. Patient. Patient.
Avoid the wreck.
There you go.
Turn your defrost on. It's already on.
This is the winning car right here. We're ready to go, bud. Hey, can I get in the back seat? Yeah, I wish. Yeah.
Drivers down at the finish line. The drivers only at the finish line. And then we'll send these drivers off.
Hey, Adam, I'm going to stick a microphone in here with driver mediator Gabe Pringle, who's going to give us our rules here. So we'll have a on-scene interview here with the drivers meeting.
I didn't really catch much of what you said, but I'm sure it was really good. Kind of loud down here with some scraping metal somewhere.
Get out of your cars whatsoever. We had a few incidents last few times we raced the skid plates. People got out of their cars, ran the infield. For your own safety, do not get out of your cars. Mine's on fire, I'm gonna sit in it. Red flag. If there's a red flag, you can get out.
Okay, did you hear that, Adam? One rule in this race, do not get out of your car. So drivers and passengers, do not get out of your car unless it's on fire.
Fans, are you ready? No, I couldn't hear you, so I guess we won't.
Let's do it.
Are you ready? Chris, are you ready for the ride along?
Let's do it. Me and Jason are ready to go.
Here we go. Oh, I guess we got to hold up a second. One dead in the water. Must have everybody running now. Here we go. Ready for the start of this event. The green is out and the skid plate race is underway. And down into the corner they go, and cars are going everywhere. Holy smoke. And Kyle Gruhl is going to lap the field on the second lap. Okay, now there's a few running now. Corey Evie's in second.
We're up here, Adam, taking it in fourth.
Oh, Gruhl, the leader, has spun out down in the corner. And Gruhl will cross the line as the leader. A lot of carnage all the way around the speedway. Gruhl leading. Second place, the 69, Rob Scott. Oh, contact on the front stretch. You can turn that
down. Lots of carnage in front of us, Adam. Jason doing a good job down here in turn one, negotiating our way through the field.
Yes, you see the 199 of Kyle Gruhl leading the way. 69 of Rob Scott running second. 21 of Corey Evie running third. 121, Jason Neely running fourth. On the gold 99 of Derek Gruhl running in fifth. Look out on the infield. Derek Gruhl slides it down into the infield. Rolling around the Midvale Speedway. They're hitting on the front stretch, hitting down in three, they're hitting in four. We've got carnage all over the raceway in this skid plate race. Hit on the backstretch, door flies open on the 03. I think that's Joe Oliver's car if I remember right. I mean Teddy Oliver. Teddy Oliver's actually in the 03. Got bumper covers flying, Jason Morgan. And that nicely graphic number 2 is going to have to get turned back around.
We got a fire down here in turn 3, Adam. The number 50 machine.
Going to go red for the fire down in the corner. Burning one down, the number 50, Joe Oliver. He's going to climb out from the vehicle and go running. The number 50. Of Oliver on fire. Going to disqualify some of these people that are still driving under red. They obviously don't get what the red flag means.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, come on, give me a break. Green is back out. $199 of Gruhl still winning, and he'll spin it around down in the corner.
Hey, we tried to take that leader out, Adam.
Kyle Gruhl in the 199 gets passed by the 21 of Corey Evie on the backstretch. I believe your leader's Corey Evie in the white 21, but he's running side by side with Derek Gruhl right now. Gruhl going backwards. Kyle Gruhl in the 199 will go around him on the outside. Here comes Vince Martin in the number 5. Kyle Gruhl is going to spin it around. Vince Martin, I think, has moved up into second. So 21 of Evie leading. I believe the 5 of Vince Martin is second. We're halfway, 5 laps in, 5 laps to go. Got the 21 car of Corey Evie making it through the traffic. Corey Evie still leading the way. That station wagon, the gold station wagon on the move once again. Bryant Smith in the gold station wagon trying to close on Corey Evie. Bryant Smith closing on Corey Evie. Big time contact. They keep on rolling. Pretty big contact there coming down the front stretch into the corner for that gold car. And some more contact there. And possibly a pass coming up for the lead. Down in the corner, Bryant Smith in the exclamation point 2 black number 1 car makes the pass of Corey Evie for the lead position. So Smith's in the lead. Evie's dropped back to second now. This is coming in on lap number 8. 8 laps in, 2 laps to go. For the second spot, looks like Preston Walker has moved into second past the 21 of Corey Evie. So Preston Walker with Kevin Herron riding along has taken over second. Back to third, Corey Evie. Your leader going into turn number 3 is the station wagon of Bryant Smith. Uh-oh, he's got some contact coming from behind. It did not affect him. Coming in on the white flag for Bryant Smith. Bryant Smith down through turns 1 and 2. Spins it around, look out. He just lapped those cars. That's not the issue. But there comes Preston Walker to the inside. Now he gets slowed down. Walker is in the lead in that gold car with the Sparks. Oh wait, they've all got Sparks.
Where are we sitting, Adam? Where are we sitting?
I don't know where you guys are sitting. You guys kept moving under red the one time and passed the leaders, so you guys were a lap down. Leading the way, the number 30 car, Preston Walker, down through turns 3 and 4. He's coming in on the checkered. Walker off of turn number 4, coming to the line. And it looks like Preston Walker is going to do it. Second place, Corey Evie. And then after that, who cares? Wild. Wild skid plate race. Cars everywhere. Carnage everywhere. Dirt everywhere. Sparks everywhere. And Bill Ditto shaking his head somewhere. Corey Evie with a second place run, I think, in the 21 car. We'll do some victory second place donuts. Your winners climbing out of the vehicle. Trailer race coming up next weekend, plus our Fall Classic. Brian Smith, you led for a good way.
Was that lead when I spun out over there?
Yes, you were in the lead.
The training's going
He
out.
said the tranny went out. So the tranny, you had a tranny in your car?
Colton was with me, yeah.
Oh, Colton was with you. I got you. Preston, congratulations on the victory. How about you get to victory lane in the skid plate race, right?
I know. It's too bad it couldn't happen in a race car, but it turned out to be a bad idea. Like, we got down here and the skis didn't fit that were in the back of the seat, and then we tried and we finally got them put on, and then I got to thank my spotter, Kevin. He did an awesome job. He was pointing every way. He's spinning out, going this way. Oh, it was just a ball. It was fun.
Preston Walker, longtime driver in the late models. Chris Kale?
I want to recount. I think we were up front.
What does red flag mean?
We stopped.
Well, then why was Kyle Gruhl behind you and he was leading before the red came out? Oh, no comment. No comment from Chris Kale. Didn't have time to get to comment. And your winner, Preston Walker, Kevin Herron, the ride along with him. Jason Neely, not bad. You guys did pretty well. You were up in the top 4 or 5 there before that red flag.
Yeah, that's fun. I want to thank Randy Smith for giving me a car and Bill Ditto for wrecking it so that Randy could get it off of him. And just want to say thanks, Randy.
And Ditto's really glad that he did that because, he can't wait to clean up the track and, sweep it off. He's got a little bit of work to do.
Yeah, Bill, he comes down here and puts a lot of time in to make this place a good place to race and make a nice establishment for everybody to come down.
Hey, I wanna tell Jason over here. I think we got done over because isn't that the guy's skid that we stole?
All right. Thank you all for coming out to Midvale Speedway tonight. Skid plate race finishing up our 2012 point season. We have one more race yet to go. And
down into the corner they go, and cars are going everywhere. Holy smokes. And Kyle Gruhl is going to lap the field on the second lap. Okay, now there's a few running down. Corey Evie's in second. We're up here, Adam. Take it over. Mid fourth. Second place, 69, Rob Scott. Oh, contact on the front stretch. Lots of carnage in front of it, Adam. Jason's doing a good job down here at turn 1. He doesn't get our way through the field. 199 and Kyle Gruhl leading the way. 69 of Rob Scott running second. 41 of Corey Evie running third. 121 running fourth. On the goal 99 of Gary Cole running fifth. Look down on the left field. There's the back down to the field. Around the midfield. I think that's Joe Oliver's car, if I remember right. I mean, Teddy Oliver. Teddy Oliver got clear to go through. Got Butler covering flying, Jason Morgan. Got back around. Back down. $199 of rules railway and it's down in the corner. Hey, we starting to take that leader out, Adam. Passed by the 21 and 4 shooting on the down stretch. There's your leader, Corey Eady, in the 121, but he's running side by side with Gary Gould right now. Gould going backwards. Gould will go around on the outside. Here comes Vince Martin at the number 5. Kyle Gould going to spin it around. Vince Martin, I think, is moved up. So 21 is Eady leading. I believe the 5 of Vince Martin is second. Five laps to go. Number 21 by Corey Eady. Making it through the traffic. Corey Eady still leading the way. That station wagon, full station wagon on the move once again. Ryan Smith is in full station wagon. Slowly by Corey Eady. Closing on Corey Eady, big time contact. They keep on rolling, pretty good contact there, coming down the front stretch. No contact there. And possibly a pass coming on the street. Down the corner, Ryan Smith. Into exclamation point 2, black number 1 car makes the pass, but Corey Eady will lead the division. So Smith in the lead, Eady dropped back to second now. This is coming in on lap number 8, 2 laps in, 2 laps to go. for the second spot. Looks like Preston Walker has moved into second, past the 21 and Corey Easy. So Preston Walker, the second pair driver now, moving over second. That's third Corey Easy. The leader going into turn number 3 is the station wagon of Brian Smith. Uh-oh, second contact coming from behind. It did not affect him. Coming in on the white flag for Brian Smith. Brian Smith down to turn 1-2. Spins it around, look out. He just lapped those cars. That's not the issue. But there comes Preston Walker to the inside. Now this way down, Walker is one away from about 12 cars with the Spark. Oh, with the Walnut Spark. We sit, Adam, where we sit? I don't know where you guys sit. You guys kept moving under red the one time and passed the leader, so you guys were a lap down. Leading the way, the number 30 car, Preston Walker, down through turns 3 and 4. He's coming in on the second. Walker on the 2 and 4, coming to the line. And it looks like Preston Walker is going to do it. Second place for and then after that, who cares? Wild. Cars everywhere. Cars everywhere. Dirt everywhere. Sparks everywhere. And Bill Ditto's shaking his head somewhere. Corey Evie with a second place run, I think, in the 21 car. Two from victory, second place Jonas. Your winner is climbing out of the vehicle.